The views expressed in the interviews and commentary are solely those of the individuals providing them and do not reflect the opinions of PPS Holdings Trust, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or employees. Back together. Guess who's back together again?
The OGs.
The OGs. Welcome back to the original. T, are you well?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Where have you been?
Where have I been? A few places, right? But I'm happy to be here right now.
How are you?
Hey, no, I'm doing great. Busy. It's that time of the year, silly season. But busy is good. They usually say what? Don't complain about the food on your plate when the goal at the end of the day is to eat.
Yes.
I'll
write that one down.
Keep on moving, eh?
Yeah.
Super. What's up with you?
Hi, Dumi. So you'll remember that first few episodes I mentioned something about gym. So I've started gym.
Come on, somebody.
Let's go.
Yes.
Hey.
Those guns are big.
Guns. I need licenses for these guns. But life has been very, very interesting.
Awesome.
Very, very interesting.
Okay. Theo, welcome back, sir.
It's very nice to be back.
After a long hiatus.
Yeah. I've been working, been attending bachelors and marriages.
Yay!
Nice.
A lot of my good mates got married.
Oh.
And,
A lot of them even.
yeah, it was like a few.
Oh, wow.
Every time we were scheduled, I had one of the two events. So
Wow.
that's why I had to miss a few. But I'm very, very glad to be back, and it's nice to see everyone.
How's your
Show
bank
me your
balance
friends.
looking?
Well, it's bonus season, so it's getting better. It's getting better.
They say show me your friends. So Theo, I need to stick around your friends.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Dibs on water.
Hello.
That's all.
Hey, Eskiel.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Where have you been?
December dizziness. I'm recovering. I was recovering, but I'm back. I'm back now.
Welcome
Are you
back.
back to the
We're
peg?
focused girls now. We're focused girls.
Welcome back.
Worldwide.
Exactly.
We're missing two of our original crew. One has left us.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Not
Didn't
died.
leave the world.
No,
No,
not the
left
world.
us.
Left
No,
us.
us.
Literally.
Objective
us.
as.
Bigger and better.
But I know he misses us and
Yeah.
we miss him too.
We miss
Yeah.
him too.
Okay, Jeezy. And then Shanae is busy.
Yo.
Yo, Shanae's busy. It's a
Yeah.
busy time.
It's a busy period.
Right. Okay, so today, interesting. That was an interesting way to start this conversation.
Very.
Because we're going to talk about sustainability. So when we started, did we cover everything? We started on gear 6. And we were excited and posting and happy and energies were high. And now I think we're about 6-8 months into it. And we've seen a lot. We want to talk about things that are sustainable. First of all, let's talk about what is sustainability just in a life context. And then what's sustainability in a business context.
Okay.
When you spoke about did we cover everything and how we started and the momentum, so I think simply to put the definition of sustainability is keeping something going for a long time in good mannerisms.
Yeah.
So we started on gear 6, like you said, we started on a high, and now there's 4 of us. We were 6, there's 4. We'll see how it goes, how we sustain it healthy. Hopefully we can. But that's the definition of sustainability for me, I think.
Now, yeah, I believe that my definition basically aligns with your definition as well. So it all comes down, you get your SDG goals. That's basically provided by the United Nations. There's 17 of them. And how they essentially summarize it in is ensuring that our present needs are being met without compromising our ability to meet our future needs. And I think that all just summarizes so well, because that's exact same topic you can place in my personal life
Right.
or in a business as well.
Right.
Just how we're going to approach it might be different,
Yeah.
but the principle still stays the
Stays
same.
the same. So basically, we can say sustainability is more towards principle than it is like, how can I say it?
Tangible.
Tangible, yes. Because for me, sustainability is something that I've always thought about, like on the outside. I think let's go green, like save the nature, save the planet.
Yes.
That's where sustainability has always been for me. That's where it's always existed. But with this specific conversation, I really had to sit down and think, because sustainability itself is 2 words: sustain and the ability. So sustainability is the ability to be consistent, show results without compromising the principle.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of is it an acronym, ESG?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that means and what it means to you in the simplest, like you're talking to a 5-year-old?
ESG, environmental, social, and governance. So I think everyone hears ESG and immediately thinks green, plants,
Yeah.
Global
let's
warming.
plant
Yeah.
trees, global warming, let's fix that. But there's also the social and the governance point of view.
Yeah.
So social is more about your community and the impact you're making. And this is not my opinion. I don't have the exact definitions, but this is how I understand it. And governance would be how you structure systems and governance structures. In other words, for a 5-year-old, how do you, when do you listen to mommy and when do you don't listen to mommy? That's what I would say. So governance is essentially what are the structures and the rule set and how you do that. And that also needs to be sustainable.
Yes.
Because if you're going to be autocratic and overbearing, that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
And if your parents are like that to the kid, it's not sustainable. If that's what's happening in a business, also not sustainable. So it really is the 3 sort of pillars of sustainability in general. That's how I would explain ESG.
I agree.
Don't know if you guys could.
You got it on the mark, eh?
Okay.
You got it on the mark. But I think also there is a misconception when you think about sustainability that it's only in regards to going green, etc.
Yeah.
But it far extends from that principle alone. Like it goes deeper. It's within the business. Like how can I, apart from the greenness, but how can I ensure that my business will maintain its profitability long term, not only now. And the thing also that how I look at sustainability is it gives me a bit of a peace of mind, knowing that, okay, great, there is continuity, there is,
Yes.
ultimately there is continuity in whatever I'm doing. So sustainability, it must always, whatever you're going to do, whether or not you're going to go apply for a new job,
Yeah.
is that job sustainable at the end of the day? Whether or not you embark on a new relationship, is that relationship going to be sustainable?
Right.
Or coming back to your finances as well, just making sure that sustains us the entire lifetime of our expectancy. Or life expectancy.
You mentioned something important here. So sustainability, consistency, almost hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say it's dependent on each other, but it does have an impact on each other.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question, Nem. So as it relates to sustainability,
Yes, ma'am.
Nem,
Yeah.
we've spoken about ESG and what it is from almost like a governance and company thing. But what about for your career, like as an individual, Ne? Let's say you were talking about bonuses earlier, Theo.
Yeah.
Let's say you performed well and you killed it, and also the cost that it took for you to kill it. Is it sustainable for us as employees to be top employees year in, year out? And what's the actual price that we pay?
I think that sort of starts with you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like in the investing world, you get people that are called impact investors. So then they would invest in ESG companies, and you get people that then greenwash and say we do all these nice things and then attract investors. But those who truly do it are people that make a difference in their communities and are good companies and for the better of the world.
Yeah.
So I feel like as an employee, you can make that same decision. You can decide to work for a company that's doing the right thing, that's focusing on sustainability from a climate perspective, but also from a governance perspective and a social perspective, and giving back to the communities where they operate in.
Yeah.
So from an employee basis, you can already make a difference by picking the right employee.
Yeah.
Like that's sustainable. But then also, if you are rewarded for doing good work for that company, you are directly contributing to that sustainability. So,
But I think it also goes back to to be the top employee, it means you're doing what you love. So if you're going to be in a position or in a role that you don't like, you're uncomfortable, you're miserable, and also if the environment is not healthy for you, then you won't be one of the top employees. So I think it starts with, like you said, it starts with am I doing this for the right thing? If money is a driver, let it be the driver, but it must drive you all the way. You must stay consistent. If it's a passion, then your passion must drive you. So I think it stems, like Theo said, it stems with and what's the reason you're doing that. So if your goal is clear to you, then your goal will drive you. as a top employee, then you'll get the bonus every year.
This top employee thing is very tricky because oftentimes if you are the top employee, you're the one that always gets the work, the extra work, because you're always willing to do it. You've done yours like 2 hours away while everyone is still battling. Now you can take on all so much. And the question that you asked is, what are the costs of being the top employee? Half the time you are really, really burnt out. You'll get the money. I mean, if the drive is the money, yeah, you'll get the money. But what about fulfillment? What about you putting an investment on the tool that's making you be the top employee? And if you are the top employee, is it really because you're trying to cover stats, be better than everyone? Still comes back to self. Or you're doing this to be liked, or are you doing this to be on top of everyone? Be the guy that's referenced to say, oh yeah, this is the best one in the team. Or you're doing that as part of your own personal journey so that it doesn't make everyone else feel like, oh, such a show off, this one. So there's a lot to self. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to reflect on, to think, okay, maybe this is what I think is right, but for the sustainability of the environment that I'm in, is this the right way to do it? But not be the wrong thing you're doing, but the way that you're doing it could be the one that's not going to give you sustainability.
I like what you said also, because being a yes man doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to sustain that
Right.
long term. You might be able to get some awards along the way, but that wouldn't be necessarily sustainable. It comes down to your primary role and whether or not I'm doing that
Yes.
to the best of my ability, because then essentially long term wise, you can keep on doing that once you are within it. But there are other factors also to consider. There's definitely going to be various factors to consider within that role. But generally being a yes man, holistically, I don't think
And
that's
also,
sustainable at all.
When you say that, I'm just thinking like if the goal is to get awards every year, what if it never comes? What if you don't get an award? What if
Exactly.
that top achiever doesn't come to you? Then are you just gonna relax and be part of the bottom crowd?
Exactly.
Or are you gonna push because it's something you really want to do and the environment that you're in fulfills and fills your cup the way you wanted to fill your cup to be the top achiever because it's something that you want.
Very,
It's
very
coming
important
down to
point.
the point of the passion, having
Yes.
passion for what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's difficult because we live life, and I have this theory that we live life in 3-year cycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you have pre-primary, you have that first bit in primary school, last bit, and then high school, university.
Yeah.
You always have these 3-year cycles where you can sort of grow in those 3 years and then execute high and then get a prize. And you have a prize giving every year at school, and you have trophies for teams. If your team wins, you win, you feel it. In life, when you start working, you don't really get that anymore.
Yeah.
So it really depends on you to write your own rule book and what you define as a
There you
win.
go.
So for some people, that is the reward. Some people, it's the monetary award. But honestly, I think if you can get your validation from, like you said, filling your cup
Yes.
based on the goals that you
Yes.
set yourself,
Yes.
then you'll feel fulfillment, and
Yes.
that's sustainable because then you're working towards that. And you should stretch yourself. It shouldn't be easy every time, but you need to create some sort of ecosystem around yourself to continue moving forward and get better every day because that's sustainable. But going far and beyond is not.
I have one last question. Then we're gonna ask you the big question. You spoke now about that you have to ring fence yourself
Yes.
almost and decide for yourself like what is working well and what is not working well and all of that. But you know the mechanisms of reward that exist in corporate areas, is it sustainable for the morale of the workforce as a whole? Is it sustainable to have these types of reward mechanisms? And also in terms of your purpose as an individual.
Yeah.
Sometimes we want to put our purpose, and we used to have home cells in the past, home cells and then chess club and then book club, and then we used to have a life outside of work.
Yeah.
But now it's like we expect work to be the book club, and we expect work to be the home cell, and we expect work to be the Stokvel as well.
Yes.
So is that type of view sustainable? I know I've asked 3 questions in one. I have a 4th one. Asking one there. Must answer all 4.
Can we keep
Okay.
up?
Okay, remember.
Notebook.
Then there's this thing, I was thinking about it during this week, that we only actually have 70 hours of productive time
Yeah.
in the week, right? And of the 70 hours of productive time, 50 of them are at work. So
Crazy.
Crazy
given
numbers.
the previous question that I asked about
Yes.
we want work to be the Stockville and the book club and the whatever.
Yeah.
Is it feasible and sustainable to think that we'd have a life outside of work, especially given that we don't really want to make work our be all in work give us everything?
I think, it's a loaded question, and I think
Loaded.
because it goes back to being the top achiever. Because
Yeah.
we want to be the top
Yeah.
achiever, you
Yeah.
always want to impress at the job. So we put priority at the job. But if you're comfortable that me putting in the effort in the 8 hours that I'm available at work and I have done my best today, and the week in the 50 hours that I've done my best, then you could have a life outside. I don't think it's sustainable to want to have a life just at work
Right.
and bring all the outside stuff at work. So we'll have a book club at work, we'll have a chess club at work, we'll do whatever with my work colleagues, and then neglecting everybody else in my personal life.
Yeah.
There is a reason why it's meant to be separate. The people that know the definitions know it, why the work-life balance.
Yeah.
I know they don't call it that anymore, but the work-life balance is quite important because personal for me needs to remain personal. And when
Yes.
I leave my workspace,
Thank
with the
you.
troubles that come with it, with the emails and obviously now and then they'll be like working late, but I believe in personal boundaries. So if I'm working, for example, in the evening and I'm trying to push for myself, if there's a call that comes in from work, I will not answer
Thank
it.
you.
Sorry, this is my time to focus. Because it's in my personal space as well. So I think it's quite important that we keep it separate for your mental state as well.
Yeah.
I agree because there's a reason why there's working hours. There's a reason why you go home afterwards. And really we need to drive this thing of at work, at home, because there's a reason why I need time when I'm at home. These things at home that need my immediate attention, that need me to be present. Now, I can't try now start and split this because for the things that are personal, I can't juggle them at work. So the onus goes back to what you were saying there, and that the onus is on me to make sure that I learn how to compartmentalize. I got this right again. I know how to put everything where it's supposed to be and attend to the things. I'll give severity to this because it needs more of my time when I get home. This, I can always reshuffle it for later or for tomorrow. You are the one that works on your time. You are the author and the controller of your time. We need to start walking in the power that we are the ones that are in control of how we use our time, not the circumstances around.
And I think also, I think it goes back to work, the organization that you work for. Do they value that? Is it like that balance? Do they value your personal space, your personal time? And also, do they see that it's not sustainable, that everybody at the office is online at 7 o'clock? Obviously, there'll be the odd people, but it's honestly not sustainable because what time are you going to bed? What time are you
Right.
having your dinner? What time do you need to wake up in the morning? And then there's so many other things that are happening. By the time we come back to the office the following day, you're exhausted. You're not going to give it your all. So we won't have those top employees.
I think a true top employee or top person is someone that can excel in multiple things.
Thank you.
So in life, we get later on in life, you get sort of rewarded for doing the things at school where you were busy with a lot of things,
Right.
and you learned how to do that and how to
Yeah.
juggle that. And personally, like even at work, I approach performance contracts this way. I say I'm not expecting to get exceptional achievement on every single category, and that's like one of the first lessons I learned. It's impossible, but if you can do above standard for everything you put your hands on, that is in essence to me exceptional.
Yeah.
So if you should treat your life that way as well. If I'm targeting work, I'm going to be above standard always. I'm going to be above standard husband, above standard father, above standard gym goer,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You pick those things. Yeah. You pick those things and you do all of them above. You go above and beyond for all of them.
Yeah.
Then you are per definition exceptional in my mind.
So again, consistency. It has to be because we can scale it and say, this is how we can see that you're actually good at these many things over time.
Yes. And that's symbiotic as well. So like if you're a good sleeper and also a good worker, those two feed into each other.
Yeah.
So
So balance everywhere, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Ernest?
Yeah, I'd like to touch on a few points that you made to Bogo, and you need that balance at the end of the day. Balance and sustainability works hand in hand.
Yeah.
You can't have sustainability without having some sort of balance, right? But also taking into account that you spend about a third of your day at work, if not more. The measures that your work environment does provide to you to make things a bit more friendly, more tolerable at
Yes.
work, one can say, right? It definitely does go a long way to ensure that the employees of that organization is always motivated as well.
Yes.
When they come to work,
Yes.
it's a nice environment to work in. I don't need to travel maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes to go to the gym. There's a gym just there as well. So there are smaller things, still respecting that boundary of work-life balance.
Yeah.
But that will make work so much more fun going about. Because once again, you're spending so much time at work, and through all of it, even though you can tending to what you need to be tending to, if there'll be a nice coffee machine here in the canteen or something like that, it will help you get to the next day or to the next task. So it's not one or the other, but it's both on my
It's
side.
all.
Exactly.
I think you're right. A top employer is the one that respects its employees enough
Yeah.
to give them that balance.
Yeah.
And just has the respect to give them the things that they need to be top employees.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's good.
That's really good. That was stunning.
So, so did we cover everything?
We did.
Did we cover everything?
We are sustainable.
we
Yeah.
did.
I think we did.
I think
Sustainably,
we
we
did.
did.
We did.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Brilliant.